Let's start with a simple question. Can sprinting actually help you grow taller? Most people think height is only about genetics. But the truth is, your body's growth is strongly influenced by hormones, especially one key hormone, human growth hormone, or HGH. Now here's where things get interesting. Sprinting is one of the most powerful natural triggers for HGH release. When you sprint, your body enters a high-intensity stress state. This is not bad stress, this is what we call acute physical stress, and it forces your body to respond. During sprinting, your muscles demand maximum energy in a very short time. Your nervous system fires rapidly, your heart rate spikes, and your body activates survival-level performance. In response, your brain signals the pituitary gland to release growth hormone. This is a natural biological reaction. Studies show that short bursts of high-intensity exercise, like sprinting, can significantly increase HGH levels compared to steady, slow cardio. Now let's connect this to height. During adolescence, HGH plays a major role in bone growth, especially at the growth plates. These plates, located at the ends of long bones, are responsible for increasing height. HGH stimulates the production of IGF-1, a growth factor that directly affects bone and tissue development. This leads to lengthening of bones, increased cartilage activity, and overall growth. So if sprinting increases HGH, and HGH supports growth, does that mean sprinting makes you taller? The answer depends on your age and biology. If your growth plates are still open, typically during teenage years, then yes, increasing HGH through sprinting can support your natural height growth. It won't magically add height overnight, but it can help your body reach its full genetic potential. Now if you are an adult, and your growth plates are already closed, sprinting will not lengthen your bones, but it can still improve posture, spinal alignment, and muscle balance, which can make you appear taller and more upright. Now let's talk about how to sprint correctly for maximum HGH response. This part is critical. You don't need long workouts, you need intensity. Start with a proper warm-up. Light jogging, dynamic stretches, prepare your muscles and joints. Then move into sprint intervals. Sprint at maximum effort for about 20 to 30 seconds. This is important, it must be near your full capacity. Then rest for 1 to 2 minutes. Repeat this cycle 6 to 10 times. The key is short, explosive, high-intensity effort. Not distance, not duration, intensity. Why? Because HGH release is highest when your body is pushed into short bursts of maximum output. Long slow running does not create the same hormonal response. Now timing also matters. The best time to sprint is either in the morning or early evening before your body prepares for sleep. Because growth hormone also peaks during deep sleep. Combining sprinting with quality sleep creates a stronger overall effect. And this brings us to another key point. Recovery. Growth does not happen during exercise. It happens during recovery. Sleep is where your body releases the highest levels of HGH. If your sleep is poor, your growth potential drops. So sprinting alone is not enough. You need good sleep, proper nutrition, low stress. These all work together. Now let's talk about nutrition briefly. Your body needs building materials to grow. Protein, calcium, magnesium, zinc. These support bone health and hormonal balance. Without proper nutrition, even high HGH levels won't translate into results. So sprinting is a trigger, but your lifestyle determines the outcome. Let's summarize everything clearly. Sprinting increases HGH. HGH supports growth and tissue development. If you are still growing, this can support height potential. If you are an adult, it improves posture and physical presence. And the key factors are intensity, consistency, sleep, nutrition, not shortcuts, not myths, real biological processes. So if you're serious about maximizing your natural growth potential, start sprinting the right way, support your body properly, and stay consistent, because your body responds to what you do every single day. Let's go deeper into this topic. Because sprinting and height is not just about one hormone, it's about a whole system working together. When people hear growth, they only think about bones getting longer. But growth is actually a combination of multiple biological processes. Hormones, nervous system, recovery, nutrition, even posture. And sprinting affects almost all of them at the same time. Now let's break this down further. First, the hormonal side. We already talked about HGH. But HGH does not work alone. When HGH is released, it triggers another important factor called IGF-1. Insulin-like growth factor 1. This is the hormone that actually acts on tissues. It stimulates cartilage cells. It supports bone remodeling. It helps repair and build tissues. So sprinting doesn't just spike HGH. It starts a chain reaction inside your body. Now here's something most people don't know. High-intensity sprinting also increases testosterone levels. And testosterone plays a role in bone density, muscle development, and overall physical structure. So when you sprint, you are activating multiple growth-related pathways at once, not just one. Now let's talk about the nervous system, because this part is often ignored. Sprinting is one of the most neurologically demanding activities. Your brain sends rapid signals to your muscles. Your coordination increases, your reaction time improves. This strengthens what we call the neuromuscular connection. And why does this matter for height? Because posture is controlled by your nervous system. A weak system leads to slouching, compression, poor alignment. A strong system supports an upright posture, which can literally make you appear taller. Now let's go into spinal effects. This is very important. Your spine is not a fixed rod. It's made of vertebrae and discs. These discs can compress during the day and decompress during rest. Sprinting, combined with proper recovery, can improve spinal health. It strengthens the muscles that support your spine. And over time, this can reduce compression, allowing you to stand taller naturally. Now let's address one of the biggest myths. Can sprinting make adults grow taller? The honest answer is, it will not lengthen your bones if your growth plates are closed. But it can improve your height appearance through better posture, stronger spine support, reduced compression, better body alignment, and for younger individuals, it can support natural growth potential. Now let's talk about intensity again, but from a different angle. Why is sprinting more powerful than regular exercise? Because of something called lactate response. When you sprint at full intensity, your body produces lactate rapidly, and this lactate buildup is actually linked to higher HGH release. So that burning feeling during sprinting is not just discomfort, it's a signal that your body is entering a state that triggers hormonal response. Now let's talk about frequency. How often should you sprint? More is not always better. If you sprint too much, your body enters chronic stress, and this reduces hormone efficiency. The optimal range is 3 to 4 times per week. This gives your body enough stimulus and enough recovery, because again, growth happens during recovery, not during effort. Now let's add another layer. Sleep cycles. Most people underestimate this. Your body releases the highest amount of growth hormone during deep sleep, especially in the first few hours. If your sleep is disrupted, you lose that window. So sprinting without proper sleep is like pressing the gas pedal with no fuel. Now let's talk about mistakes people make. First mistake, doing low-intensity running instead of sprinting. Jogging is good for health, but it does not create the same hormonal spike. Second mistake, not going all out. If you're not pushing near maximum effort, you're not triggering the full response. Third mistake, ignoring recovery. No sleep, poor nutrition, high stress. These cancel out your efforts. Now let's talk about nutrition in a deeper way. Your body needs specific building blocks: protein for tissue repair, calcium and vitamin D for bone support, magnesium for muscle and nerve function, zinc for hormone regulation. Without these, even if your hormones increase, your body cannot use them effectively. Now here's another interesting point. Body fat. Excess body fat can reduce HGH levels. Sprinting helps reduce fat, which indirectly supports better hormone balance. So sprinting is not just a trigger, it also improves the environment inside your body. Now let's connect everything. Sprinting triggers hormones, improves nervous system, supports posture, enhances recovery cycles, improves body composition. All of these together create a system that supports growth potential. Not a single magic effect, but a combination of biological improvements. And that's the real secret. Not shortcuts, not unrealistic promises, but understanding how your body actually works. So if you want to maximize your potential, train with intensity, recover properly, sleep deeply, fuel your body right, and stay consistent, because your body adapts, but only if you give it the right signals. Now let's go even deeper, because if you really want to understand growth, you need to understand one key concept: your body is always adapting. It's not static, it's constantly responding to signals. And sprinting is one of the strongest signals you can give. But here's something most people never think about. Adaptation only happens when the body feels a need to change. If your lifestyle is too comfortable, too passive, too predictable, your body has no reason to improve. Sprinting breaks that comfort. It forces your body into a high-demand state. And that demand creates adaptation. Now let's talk about another hidden factor. Inflammation. Chronic inflammation in the body can reduce hormone efficiency, slow down recovery, and negatively affect growth-related processes. Things like poor diet, lack of sleep, constant stress, all increase inflammation. Sprinting, when done correctly, can actually improve your body's ability to regulate inflammation. But if overdone, it does the opposite. So balance is critical. Now let's go into something more advanced. Fascia. This is rarely talked about. Fascia is the connective tissue that surrounds your muscles, bones, and organs. Think of it as a web that holds your structure together. If your fascia is tight and restricted, It can limit movement, posture, and even how tall you appear. Explosive movements like sprinting stretch and stimulate fascia, improving elasticity and structural alignment. This contributes to a more open, upright posture. Now let's talk about mobility. Height is not just bone length. It's also how your body is positioned. Tight hips, tight hamstrings, weak core. All of these pull your body downward. Sprinting naturally improves hip extension, leg drive, core activation. These all support a taller, more extended posture. Now let's add another important angle. Breathing. During sprinting, your breathing becomes intense and rhythmic. This improves oxygen delivery, which supports cellular function and recovery. Better oxygenation means better performance, better recovery, better overall function. Now let's talk about consistency versus intensity. People often go hard for a few days, then stop. That doesn't work. Your body responds to consistent signals over time, not random effort. Even short sprint sessions, done consistently, can create noticeable changes over weeks and months. Now let's address expectations. This is important for credibility. Sprinting is not magic. It's a tool, a powerful one, but still a tool. If you are still in your growth phase, it can support your natural development. If you are an adult, it improves how your body looks, moves, and carries itself. And that alone can make a visible difference. Now here's something interesting. Psychological impact. When you train with intensity, your confidence increases, your body language changes, you stand differently, you move differently, and people perceive you differently. Height is not just physical, it's also how you present yourself. Now let's go into timing and optimization. Should you sprint every day? No. Recovery days are where growth signals are processed. A good structure could be sprint days, followed by light movement days. For example, sprint, rest. This keeps your system balanced. Now let's talk about progression. You don't start at maximum intensity if you're a beginner. You build up, week by week, increase effort, improve form, reduce rest time slightly. This progression keeps your body adapting. Now let's connect everything again. Sprinting is not just exercise. It's a signal that tells your body, adapt, improve, perform better. And when combined with sleep, nutrition, recovery, consistency, that signal becomes powerful. Now let's finish with the most important mindset shift. Stop looking for instant results. Start building a system, because real change comes from what you do consistently, not occasionally. Your body is always listening. The question is, what are you telling it? Before you go, remember this. Your growth potential is not something you guess. It's something you build day by day. If you want to learn more real strategies, more science-based techniques, and methods to support your height and overall development, make sure you subscribe to this channel and follow us so you don't miss what's coming next. We're going much deeper into growth, hormones, training, and optimization. And if you want even more detailed information and advanced guidance, visit our website, www.growtaller.com. Start learning, start applying, and stay consistent. See you in the next video.